Welcome to Roadshow Home Video. Before the movie, we'd like to show you previews of some of our films.
At last comes the motion picture from the greatest book of traffic citations ever written, Cannonball Run II.
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to see your license, if I might.
You want cars?
Cannonball, cannonball.
You want curves?
Down and dirty.
You got it! Cannonball Run II. And this time, there's no limit. No limit to the lunacy. No limit to the chaos.
What could go wrong?
No limit to the stars. Burt Reynolds.
What a guy.
Dom DeLuise.
What a team.
Dean Martin. Sammy Davis Jr. Jamie Farr. Mary Lou Henner. Telly Savalas. Shirley MacLaine. Susan Anton. Catherine Bach. Jackie Chan. Richard Keel. Don Knotts. Ricardo Montalban. Jim Neighbors. Charles Nelson Riley. Joe Theismann. Abe Vigoda. Frank Sinatra. They've made the run that couldn't be done.
We're here to help you win!
Cannonball Run II.
They tell you about the Hound, lad of the manor?
I heard about that, yeah.
You hear that? He heard about it.
I've done more than heard about it. I've seen it.
There are many things on the moor that are not what they seem. All deceptive and dangerous. And if you had any sense, you wouldn't stay here another night. You'd pack your bags and go.
You always greet newcomers like that?
For God's sake, Sir Henry, leave this dreadful place!
Hey, wait!
But what does it all mean, Holmes?
It means murder, Watson. Cold-blooded, refined, deliberate murder.
On May 1st, 1949, Karen Brown entered the world in a way you pray all children never will. Handicapped. Rejected by her natural mother, she grew up in a special home. But this was not a cruel place. One by one, they tried to reach her, and one by one, they failed. And painfully, they all gave up on a child who had given up on herself. Until one day, a remarkable young woman entered her life, touched by love.
Talk to me.
An unforgettable motion picture experience. The story of one girl's courage and the selfless dedication of a woman who truly cared. Now Karen dreams of kings, and in her mind, she's dancing.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
We can find out. We can write to him and ask him.
The friendship.
Love you.
The victory.
I love you too.
The story of this girl, this woman, and the king of rock and roll.
Look what just came.
Touched by love, a true story of personal triumph.
There's a man lost in here somewhere. If he is still alive, I'll get him out.
The military wants to experiment inside them. A team of archaeologists wants to explore them. And one man must lead them through the dangers. Robert Powell, Lisa Blunt, Richard Johnson, Anne Haywood, and Timothy Bottoms as Major Stevens.
What are you trying to pull? Nobody's trying to pull anything, Major.
Tradition of Jules Verne and H.G. Wells, the most incredible adventure beneath the earth. Secrets of the Phantom Caverns.
For more movie previews, keep watching after the end of this film.
Something that should never have happened has happened again.
We're still in Philadelphia.
There's no desert in Philly.
It has happened to David Hurdig.
You boys don't know what state you're in?
It has happened to Jimmy Parker.
What's the date? The year?
You kidding?
One day, it's 1943.
Generator's activated, sir.
The next, it's 1984. Now there's no going back.
This is Hurdig. That's him.
Now the truth can't be told.
Pick him up. That didn't do anything.
Now, the only person he can trust does not trust him.
I need you.
In 1943, the United States Navy conducted a series of tests to develop a camouflage system that would render U.S. ships invisible to enemy radar.
I don't believe this. The Eldridge has vanished. I didn't think it was possible. No, sir. She's really vanished. She's gone.
Today, the Philadelphia experiment is still in progress.
Good God, there it is.
What went wrong? No one can tell.
We opened up a hole, Barney, and it stayed open.
Where it could lead, no one dares say. Who is responsible no longer matters.
Now, we can't stop it, but I believe that you can.
He's lying, David.
Mr. God, I will.
I gotta go.
The Philadelphia experiment.
Go!
Michael Paré, Nancy Allen, Bobby DeCicco, and 41 years of time and technology are about to draw you into the vortex of the most unique adventure to ever cross the boundaries of the impossible. The Philadelphia experiment.
In 1926, noted director Fritz Lang created a dark and terrifying vision of the future. Now, Academy Award winner Giorgio Moroder has completed a long-term personal project, a reconstruction of Lang's classic motion picture, with a soundtrack created especially for this presentation and performed by today's top musical artists. Giorgio Moroder presents Fritz Lang's Metropolis. Metropolis, an all-new experience, as you've never heard it before.
His name is Tyler Powell. He's come 3,000 miles to spend 6 months in the Northwest wilderness. He's done everything he can to prepare himself, but nothing could prepare him for this. Now, the director of The Black Stallion brings you another story you will never forget. Never Cry Wolf. A journey of discovery that becomes a fight for survival.
Got nothing to eat out there now. There's nothing but ice and snow. You would be the only fresh meat around.
A man who wins the friendship of a magical animal.
Pops, where's your folks?
And comes face to face with the greed of man.
Beautiful country, all right. Limitless possibilities.
Get away!
A story that will dazzle your senses.
tinnitus.
Never Cry Wolf.
Alan Bauer has a very successful business.
Okay, Bauer, you're ruined. You're finished. You're a ghost in this business.
How'd you like some bananas at cost?
Deal.
He's got the wisdom and support of his brother Freddie.
I love this guy. Do you hear me? I love him. Give me a kiss. What's the matter? You too big? Come here.
I just want to meet a woman. I want to meet a woman and I want to fall in love. Not much.
And worst of all, Alan Bauer feels with all his heart that he doesn't have one.
Freddie, something in here is not working. There are worse organs not to be working. Where to? Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
And then, one day, accidentally, from out of the blue, it happens. Just looking at her is pure ecstasy. Just touching her is a lifelong fantasy come true. Just being in love with her plunges him into a wondrous world of rapture and enchantment. Just one problem stands in his way. A little secret she's trying to keep all to herself.
There is a mermaid in New York City.
How come she's got legs?
She has legs out of the water. She has fins in the water.
What about a woman showing up naked in a public place, Freddie?
Well, I'm for it, of course.
Can I come in?
No!
All right, let me in.
I'll be right there. I'm just changing.
That girl is a mermaid.
All my life, I've been waiting for someone, and when I find her, she's a fish. Nobody said love's perfect. She's really hungry.
Daryl Hannah, Tom Hanks, and John Candy. Splash, a fantastic tale about a fantastic tale.
Honey, and the water's fine.
What's your preference? Apple, pear, wang?
Oh, listen, I don't know anything about computers.
Nobody does.
Miles just bought a computer, and he got more than he bargained for.
You're talking.
You notice.
Madeline just moved in upstairs, and she's the girl he's falling for.
I can't play that for her. I want to squeeze you, lick you, pucker up, and kiss you. You make her sound like a lemon.
I don't know what love is. You never told me.
Did you write that for me?
No, well, I mean, did you like it?
When Edgar comes between them,
I want to meet her.
things start to get electric.
You're taking over my life.
A dog.
No, just a pest.
Buckaroo, President's on line 1, calling about is everything okay with the alien spacecraft and Planet 10, or should he just go ahead and destroy Russia?
Tell him yes on 1 and no on 2.
Which was yes, to destroy Russia or number 2?